When we get started with our butterflies today, write your name and class code on the back of your paper with a pencil. Then flip your paper over and make sure it is horizontal Henry before you set your butterfly tracer down. Hold your tracer down with one hand and trace all the way around the outside of your tracer butterfly with a pencil. Make sure that you hold it still, and when you get to your hand, keep it in one spot so that the butterfly tracer stays still. Go slowly and carefully all the way around your tracer. Now you will start to add some shapes inside your butterfly. Butterflies are symmetrical. That means that both sides, both wings, are the same. So if I draw a circle on one wing of my butterfly, I need to go to the other wing and draw the same shape in the same spot, but on the opposite side. So I drew a couple of rectangles on one side, so now I need to draw them on the other side as well. Go ahead and add about 5 to 10 shapes on your butterfly wings, but make sure that they are symmetrical, so you do the same shapes on each side. If you would like, you can draw your butterfly's body and head in the center. If you want to draw antennas, you can as well. Next, we will trace our lines of the outside of our butterfly and the body of our butterfly with our paint marker. Remember, when you use your paint marker, you don't squeeze or shake it, you just press down to get the ink to come out. You will trace around the outside lines, making sure to roll up your sleeves so you do not smear the ink. You do not have to trace the shapes in the middle, but you can trace your butterfly's body with your paint marker if you'd like to. When you're done, make sure you put the lid on your paint marker and put it away. Now we will be using watercolor crayons to add color to our butterflies. Now these look like crayons, but they do not act like crayons. If these watercolor crayons go around water, they look like watercolor paint. So they are great for mixing colors and trying out some different color mixing and designs in your butterfly. So you can get a pack of them, or there are extras in a bin that you can use to add lots of different colors to your butterflies. So when you do this, you can dip the very end of your watercolor crayon into water. Do not dip the entire thing or drop your watercolor crayon into the water, but just dip the very end and then start to color. Now, if you see that it's starting to look like a normal crayon and not like watercolor paint like this triangle, get a little bit more water on your crayon to help that color spread. Then continue to fill your shapes with different colors, making sure to use good craftsmanship, being neat and careful, and you can switch colors and use whatever colors you want. Just dip the end of your crayon into the water as many times as you need to get the color to spread. One other thing that you can do with your watercolor crayons, like I did in the background, I just used a watercolor crayon and colored the whole thing like a normal crayon. And then I didn't dip it in water at all, but then I took a paintbrush and dipped it in water, and I put the water over top of what I colored. And that's another way that you can use watercolor crayons, where you color just normally, take a paintbrush with water, go over it to spread out that color, and that's a great way to fill your background with color as well. You can use the paintbrush and watercolor crayons at any time. It's great for bigger areas like your background or the part of your butterfly that is not shaped. So around your shapes, you could color with a watercolor crayon and then use the paintbrush to then spread the color and make it look like paint. When you are done spreading your colors, make sure to put your water, your paintbrush away, and make sure not to mix up the watercolor crayons with the regular crayons. Put them back in the bin or the box where you got them from. Notice how here I'm mixing a couple of watercolor crayon colors where I overlap them. You could try this out too. Good luck working on your butterflies today.